Yes. All right. Good evening again. The time is now 6:05 p.m. We'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Ms. Perry, can you call the roll?
Mayor Stephanie Dalton.
Here.
Vice Mayor Holly Berry.
Here.
Commissioner Jamie Fairbanks Harvey.
Here.
Commissioner Terry Holmes.
Here.
Commissioner Hayes Wilkinson.
Here.
Thank you. For today's invocation, please join me in a moment of silence to reverently collect our thoughts, pray, and ready ourselves for this meeting and the duties to which we have been called. Okay, thank you very much. Now we'll stand for the pledge. Mr. Branham, will you please lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. First, we'll have my mayor's report. Our hearts are going out to all the families and neighbors affected by the recent flood events here in the Chattanooga region. United Way is taking donations at several locations, with the nearest one to us being Ivy Academy in Soddy Daisy from August 18th to August 22nd, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They are in need of non-perishable food items, bottled water, adult and children's socks and underwear, cleaning wipes, trash bags, laundry detergent, hygiene items, diapers and baby wipes, baby formula, school supplies, paper products, blankets, pillows, towels, flashlights, and batteries. If you are able to donate any of those items, they would be most appreciative. The city of Red Bank will be hosting a blood drive in partnership with Blood Assurance on Tuesday, September 9th from 11:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the community center. You can sign up for an appointment at bloodassurance.org. Just be sure to eat a good meal, drink extra water, and bring your ID. In case you missed it, Red Bank library cards are now available. To renew your existing Red Bank funded library card or to register for a new card, you can visit any of the Chattanooga Public Library's 5 locations while supplies last. As a reminder, if you have a child enrolled in the Hamilton County Public School System, you can receive a free card through your child's school. And the Chattanooga Public Library also offers free library cards to Hamilton County families with children aged 0 to 5. Congratulations to White Oak on celebrating their 5-year anniversary. In celebration, they launched their mobile bike repair shop in partnership with the Chattanooga Regional Outreach Cooperative to help repair and maintenance bikes for our unhoused neighbors. The work these folks are doing to make a tangible difference in the lives of our neighbors is just incredible, and we are so grateful. Finally, I just want to say congratulations to several of our Red Bank teachers on recently receiving Model Mentor Teacher Awards from UTC for their outstanding mentorship of UTC teacher candidates. There were 39 throughout the county, and there were several from Red Bank. Miss Miller of Red Bank Elementary, Miss Grun of Rivermont, Miss Krafka, Miss Mara, and Miss Mernon of Red Bank Middle School, and Miss Mizell and Miss Young of Red Bank High School. Congratulations. Now we have our report from the Vice Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. I wanted to express my gratitude to Chattanooga Mayor Kelly and his leadership team for meeting with us last Monday, August 11th, to discuss our joint Cherokee Boulevard TDOT repaving and restriping projects and other important future collaborations, such as the Cherokee Boulevard Tunnel itself. Also discussed was Chattanooga's Complete Streets policy adopted back in 2014, which codifies that all city-owned transportation facilities shall be designed, constructed, operated, and maintained so that users of all ages and abilities can travel safely and independently. Food Truck Fridays are starting back up next month with the first in the fall series starting on Friday, September 5th. very much looking forward to once again having regular opportunities to socialize and build community with our neighbors in the cooling weather. And finally, the next Red Bank Food Pantry is this Thursday, August 21st from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at Red Bank United Methodist.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Next, we have our report from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey.
Okay, thank you. I want to thank Red Bank firefighters for the mutual aid that was provided to East Ridge last week during the floods. Congratulations and thank you to the White Oak Bicycle Co-op for 5 years of serving Red Bank in the greater Chattanooga area with spectacular mobility aid for hundreds, probably thousands actually, of children and adults. They truly are an inspiring nonprofit organization. Red Bank resident Ann Cross passed away August 12th. She was an English teacher at Red Bank Junior High. However, her greater impact was breeding and showing collies. It was a gorgeous sight to drive down Morrison Springs Road and look to the right and see those beautiful collies in her barn and yard. As her obituary read, she was a mentor to many breeders of collies and judges across the country. Red Bank football season opens this Friday at home against Ray County. All games are a 7 o'clock start. The next home game will be Friday, September 12th against Tyner. Red Bank girls volleyball hosts its first match this afternoon at 6. To be noted on your calendar, the Red Bank Parade is planned for Saturday, December 13th from 3 to 8, with the parade starting at 6. Next Listen and Learn will be held September 15th. The final Listen and Learn will be October 20th. Have an enjoyable Labor Day weekend with family and friends. Thank you for police, fire, and others who loyally serve to work during Labor Day. Thank you. Oh, had one question. How is the cooling of the police now that they have air conditioning?
They're fine.
They're happy.
They can fix that.
Thank you for stepping in with that.
Thank you, Commissioner. Next, we have our report from Commissioner Holmes.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming and watching online. Please tell your friends and neighbors to check out meetings when they can via in person or online. Again, thanks to Public Works for being ready in case we needed assistance last week with the flooding. As Mayor Darwin said, there are efforts to collect supplies for those affected by the floods, and please consider giving to those efforts. Thanks again to the fire department for helping out during the flood as well. Get out and enjoy the summer weather. Being in nature improves your mood and overall health. Then check out the redbanktn.gov website to stay informed of city happenings. And I am also looking forward to Food Truck Friday and other events throughout the rest of the year. Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, we have our report from Commissioner Wilkinson. Oh,
Not if our power stays on long enough.
not ominous at all.
Oh, wait. Yeah, thank you all for being out here. Yeah, to elaborate on what my colleagues said, congratulations to the White Oak Bicycle Co-op for 5 amazing years serving our community and Chattanooga community at large. It's an honor to have them here and call them friends. Yeah, they had a celebratory shop night last night where I got to see the new vehicle, which is a box truck with a fully operational bike shop in the back. So it will be venturing around the community and serving those in need. And what an amazing tool to have in their repertoire. They're active. They will also be doing a bicycle rodeo in partnership with Sorba at Coolidge Park on Sunday from 11 to 3. This is geared for kids. So you can bring your children, they can build some bicycle skills. And this is part of the Chattown Cool Down event. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Commissioner. Next, we have the city manager's report, Mr. Granum.
Thank you, Mayor. Commissioners, is Sunday or Saturday?
Oh, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Saturday from 11 to 3?
Oh, for the Chattown Cool Down?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you, Dave.
My bad.
No worries.
Cameron's going then too.
I plan on being there myself, so Saturday from 11 to 3. I was worried I was gonna miss it.
Show them nobody's there.
Good evening, Mayor and Commissioners. I'll point out, Mr. Josh Branham from the Greater Chattanooga Realtors Association gives us a monthly report, which I find quite useful. And I laid a hard copy on your dais, and also it's in your email from a few hours ago. And it's worth noting that the median price, home sale price in Red Bank has tripled, more than tripled in 10 years. Every square inch of Red Bank is prime real estate. And I also placed at your dais a hard copy of the community development first ever annual report. It's been available on the website for over a month now, as is all department annual reports. But I gave you a hard copy as well. A reminder that city offices will be closed on Monday, 1 September, in observance of the Labor Day holiday. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Branham. Next, we'll move on to our consent agenda, which contains the August 5th meeting minutes, a proclamation for Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, authorization of quarterly payments to TPL, authorization to apply for Arts Build and digital literacy grants, acceptance of 7.7 acres of land from TPL for the field, approval of CARTA paratransit agreement, award of ARPA nonprofit grants, authorization of the purchase of 2 Ford Lightning pickup trucks, and authorization of funds for temporary labor services. Are there any items that the board wants removed to the regular agenda for further discussion?
Remarkably, we made it through all of that in the work session.
Yes. So if not, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as published?
I'll move to approve.
A motion from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Commissioner Holmes. Any discussion? Any comments from the residents present? There are no comments. Let's call the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to unfinished business. Item A, ordinance number 25-1284, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, amending the zoning ordinance and maps of this city to rezone property located at 171 Oak Street from R1 residential to RTZ residential townhouse 0 lot line, second and final reading. Mr. Pham.
Good evening, Commissioners. As you said, this is the second reading of the ordinance requesting a rezoning of 171 Oak Street from R1 residential to RTZ residential townhome 0 lot line by Natalie Mahmood of United Real Estate Partners while under contract with the property owner Shannon Dent. At the June 25th, 2025 Planning Commission, Natalie with MAP Engineers proposed a rezoning in order to subdivide the property into 4 lots and build a 3-unit attached townhome structure and a single-family detached structure. The RTZ zone requires a 10-foot landscape buffer against any R1 properties, which is shown on the submitted site plan. After resolving a fire access issue and a public works solid waste access issue at the work session, the Planning Commission unanimously voted to recommend approval. This recommendation is based on the Red Bank Comprehensive Plan land use recommendation regarding this neighborhood, which is designated as mixed residential, which is a place type characterized by a broad mix of housing, high walkability, and generally along corridors. The proposed project is an appropriate use of the RTC zone, provides a variety of housing options, and will be a productive use of a property that has not been maintained or occupied for several years. There was a public comment at the first reading regarding a landscape buffer posing an issue for sightlines upon exiting the driveway onto Oak Street. But Natalie and MAP Engineers have confirmed that any landscape design can be accommodating a line of sight issue with specific native species which are allowed by the city zoning code. Thank you.
Excellent. And I believe we have the applicant here with us. Is that correct?
She is here. If you have any questions for her or.
Maybe, yeah. If she could step forward and if we have any questions or if you have any comments to add, Ms. Mahmood?
No, it's just really, I'm excited to start this project, so I really hope we can get it approved.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for being here. I believe you were here at our last meeting as well. Okay, do we have any questions?
I had the question, but it was answered.
Okay.
Trees.
Okay, excellent. All right, thank you so much. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move.
I have a motion from Vice Mayor Barry. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Commissioner Wilkinson. Any further discussion?
Thank you for your investment in our city.
Indeed, very gentle density. Any further comments or any comments from the residents present? Okay, if there are no comments, Ms. Perry, can you please call the vote?
Mayor Dalton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Barry,
Yes.
Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey,
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkinson.
Yes.
Motion carries on second and final reading. Excellent. So you can start any day now. Thank you so much. Item B, ordinance number 25-1286, an ordinance of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee to amend the Red Bank zoning ordinance codified at Title 14, Zoning Chapter 2, General Regulations, second and final reading. Are you going to read on that, Mr.
Yes.
Sam? Thank you.
I'm also standing in for Leslie tonight. On August 5th, Director Slay presented this ordinance to amend the zoning code definition of the term townhouse, which currently reads as a single-family dwelling unit attached by fireproof common walls to other similar type units, each unit having an open space for light, air, and access in the front and rear. There shall be not less than 3 nor more than 12 such units connected together. The staff recommendation is to remove the maximum unit count from this definition. As a recap from Director Slay's first presentation on this ordinance, there are several reasons we are requesting the amendment to this definition. Limiting the number of residential units on a property may be appropriate when land use and zoning regulations are intended to constrain growth and infill development to a specific type and density. We actually do this in our currently adopted zoning code with density maximums, but we employ these constraints in the development standards of each zone, not in the definition of the word. Number 2, the city adheres to rigorous and internationally recognized fire and building codes that also define terms like townhouse. However, there is no such maximum unit count in these codes, and we would like to create consistency and harmony between all of our adopted development standards. Number 3, your adopted Red Bank Comprehensive Plan has set goals that seek creative and context-appropriate housing options for all stages of life. Amending the definition of townhouse in this way will allow home builders to create housing options that are financially feasible, but also architecturally viable and vetted in a current coherent approval process by myself, our building official, and our fire department. We appreciate you considering this amendment and look forward to your second and final vote.
Thank you, Mr. Pham. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move.
Motion from Commissioner Wilkinson, a second
I'll second.
from Commissioner Holmes. Any further discussion? Any comments from the residents present? Okay, if there are no comments, Ms. Perry, can you please call the vote?
Mayor Dalton,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Barry,
Yes.
Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey,
Yes.
Commissioner Holmes,
Yes.
Commissioner Wilkinson.
Yes.
Motion carries on second and final reading. Moving on to our final item of business, citizen comments from Red Bank citizens on items not on the agenda. Mr. Granum.
Thank you, Mayor. This is the time for citizen comments. Please observe these rules. Comments are limited to 3 minutes or less, and the city recorder will operate a timer visible on the dais. Please respect her direction and conclude any comments if time expires. Comments should be addressed to the board as a whole and not to a particular commissioner, the city staff, or to the audience. The commission is here to listen, not to respond or engage in back and forth, so please do not expect a reply during citizen comment. At this time, citizens are invited to the podium. Please begin by stating your name and address.
Chad Bullard, 3901 Norwood Drive. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak before you and here in the room. I just had 2 quick comments. Both of them are yay, thumbs up moments. One is a thank you to the city of Red Bank, the investment that you all put in, and to the Public Works Department for all of the stormwater management and all of the relief that we've had. I had a friend whose father had to personally be rescued by boat on top of his car during the flooding that transpired. So it's even more, I was like, thank goodness we don't have that. So I know that we have a lot of additional resources to that project. I'm very thankful for it. Appreciate you all's dedication for that and think that it'll be a worthwhile investment. And the second is on my way to work each day, I go past where all the signs talk about, hey, the road's changed. We mentioned it earlier. Way, way less people are doing this, trying to go from right into the middle. I think that it's a great and very effective change. So glad to see that done. Can't wait to see further developments.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Bullard. It just takes time to adapt to changes. Yes. Hello.
Christy Boydston, 108 Coburn Drive, Boydston, BOYD is too. As you all know, the city of Chattanooga just approved 8 backyard hens, and we allow 4. My family of 3 consumes about 6 eggs a day on average, and poor little hens just can't keep up. And I was just wanting to ask if it was possible to consider maybe amending our ordinance to allow for 6 to 8 chickens, please. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Boydston. All right, any further comments from residents present? If not, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll move.
Motion from Commissioner Wilkinson. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
A second from Vice Mayor Berry. All in favor? Aye. Motion, any opposed? Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.
I heard you rolling.
I know.